Heyo! Here we are again on the big plot. Another day, another chore. Switchgrass seed came in. Today is Tuesday. Rain's coming Friday. I already got all my other stuff sprayed. Got Simazine on all this stuff. My old switchgrass is popping. I've got some that's 6 inches tall already. Got the fertilizer for that. So got a lot going on in the switchgrass area. What I've got today, I got the old Packer Max back on. I was about ready to put this thing up for sale because I never use it anymore. But if you saw my last few videos, I don't know, 4 videos ago, I took all my shavings and soil from my 12 trees I had ground out here and back drug it in this area, tilled it into this area, and around the rest of the food plot, I actually extended my switchgrass by about 10 feet. So I've got enough switchgrass to do this and probably a little bit more on this plot and the plot to the south. But switchgrass is 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. I do want to drill it in. You could just spread it and drag it, but I really want to try the drill on this stuff. But my soil, if you can see here, is very loose from the tilling and got all that wood chips in there. So I'm going to cold pack this stuff around and around and around and try to get that soil compacted between tractor tires and this and get it ready to drill. Maybe I'll get it drilled this evening. We shall see. But today, cold packing. Let's go. All right, the before and the after. Probably overdid it, but I went around this thing probably a good 10 times, just in high gear, just riding around. And you can see that the soil that was once loose is very compact. So hopefully I go hook up this drill, get it all dialed in just right. I'll do a test run to make sure my depth's right. I got the top link adjustment hydraulic. I can really fine tune that thing. So I got to go up on the south end, do a little bit of cold packing over there, hook up the drill, and maybe start drilling this evening. Get this switchgrass in before this rain comes in a couple days. But cold packing is done. On to the next one. Cold packing is done. Drill is hooked up. Got my seed here. Got into a big discussion, debate, if you will. I'm not a big guy to get on social media and debate with somebody, but I made a comment to a guy from Arkansas. Had a lot of guys hit me up saying, that's the wrong seed, it's way too much money, all you need is this, blank, blank, blank. And, you know, opinions are like, you know the phrase, everybody's kind of got one. And the only way that I will make a decision and make a recommendation on a seed, especially somebody from my own state, is because I've used both. I've got some whatever brand Cave-In Rock that I planted 4 years ago that's 3 feet tall, and I put this on another plot over there and on the north end of this plot, and it's chest high. So if you live in the South, my state's Arkansas, this is what I use. Permacover, Pure Wildlife Blend seed, and great customer service. It's proven to me to be a great product, so I'm not going to argue it, but this is what I recommend for this area. So I've got the drill calibrated. I've checked the soil temperature. We're going to get this stuff in the hopper. It is almost 5 o'clock. I got a couple hours. Hopefully I can get this drilled in and 2 other kill plots over there done today. So we're going to load this thing up and we're going to get to riding. Let's go. All right, 50 to 65 degrees is a recommended planting temperature of the soil at depth. So I'm checking that right now and I'm well within range. Of course, it was 80 degrees today, so I knew it would be, but I still want to check and make sure. So I am at 70 plus, well within the range to get this stuff drilled in. Got to calibrate the drill and get to drilling. Let's go. All right, recommendations for a switchgrass seed on the Genesis drill. This gate should be set at 0 because it's a really, really small seed. So we're going to do that. Hop over to the other side and set the variable speed clutch to 1, which is right around 5 pounds an acre, which is what I want around this big plot. Unscrew this, crank her down to 0, and move over to the other side. The variable speed clutch right here, you can see I've got set on 7, which was for the trifecta that we normally do. Loosen these two off, and let's crank her down for that small of a seed to dial it into 5 pounds an acre. And I'll make a test run here to make sure that I am right at the right depth. There's one there. Lock those down. Let's pour some seed and get to drilling. All right, the knife settings on the Genesis drill is 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 2 inches. So I've set everything to 1/2 inch, and I'll do a little bit of a top link adjustment as I do my test and tilt those knives out of the ground. I can do it all just from my controls and stuff. I have to get off and dial it, so it makes it pretty nice. So should be adjusted pretty close. Gonna make a quick pass here and get to drilling. All right, a long process, hauling all the topsoil and the clippings and the mulch in here, tilling it all in, raking it all out. We got all this drilled. I extended this big food plot by about 10 feet, so I drilled all that in as well. Even drilled some of the areas where switchgrass is already established, just because I want to see if I can keep it mowed down and get it a little bit thicker. You do not have to have one of these to plant switchgrass. Some of my best switchgrass plots are frost seeding in December, January, February. Till it up, frost seed it. I hunted way too late this year to get this frost seeded in, and plus I didn't really know I was going to grind all these stumps off and have maybe some amended soil here, but definitely a labor of love. Plot screen's cool, but you got to plant it every year. And I really know in my head what I want this to look like, and it's 7 foot tall switchgrass all the way around the perimeter of this thing. So I'm going to keep fighting until I get it, and that's just kind of the way I roll. I've done all my spraying. I sprayed glyphosate, tilled, atrazine before a good rain quite a few weeks ago. So I'm really anxious to see what this is going to turn out to be like. And I'm going to have to wait a few years before this switchgrass comes up and it is exactly the way I want it to be. But I'm going to keep trying until I succeed. We are going to go over to the other little kill plot where I've got some, I've got it tilled up, coal packed down, and drill this in. And hopefully the rain coming Friday, this stuff will all pop. My 3-year switchgrass is already popping. Tomorrow we'll probably come out here and throw the hopper on and urea this whole area. You don't have to really fertilize switchgrass. Once you get it going, it's pretty bulletproof, but I want to give it just a little bit of extra chance. So we're going to roll over to the other food plot and get this other stuff drilled in. We got just enough seed left over. Let's go. Guys, if you want this kind of stuff done to your property, switchgrass, plot screen, planning out stand locations, water holes, food plots, and everything else, check out our Facebook page, Whitetail Property Management. We got all the equipment. We can come out and hopefully let you harvest your dream buck. If you like hearing a couple dudes talk about this kind of stuff, check us out, the Hunt Experience Podcast. Every Monday, new episode drops. Hunt Experience YouTube page, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iTunes. Check us out.